Hello and welcome to the national debate. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, from the holy Maha Kumbh event to the 1978 riots in Sambhal, an all-out political war of words has broken out between the NDA and the India bloc. Amidst the build-up to the Maha Kumbh, the All India Muslim Jamaat has laid claim to the Maha Kumbh venue. They have claimed that the event is being held on 55 bighas of land that actually belongs to the Waqf. Meanwhile, in Sambhal, OIC claims a police post is being built on Waqf land. This claim has also been contested. Meanwhile, Yogi Adityanath and the Samajwadi Party are also locked in a fresh battle over the 1978 Sambhal riots and the Maha Kumbh in 2025. Yogi has vowed to reopen the 1978 riot files, while the opposition accuses him of reigniting a communal rhetoric. The question that we are asking today on the national debate is that who is really sullying Aastha for votes?
बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे संत महात्मा गुरु ऋषि मुनि बड़ी संख्या में लोग आए हैं कुंभ में। बड़ा आयोजन हो रहा है, इसलिए मेरा साधु संतों से ऋषि मुनियों से यही प्रार्थना है कि जब वो यहाँ से जाएं तो किसी साथी को भी यहाँ से लेते जाएं।
हम लोग अपना सौभाग्य मानते हैं कि इस आयोजन के साथ हमें जुड़ने का एक अवसर प्राप्त हो रहा है। सरकार के नाते भी हमारी भी कुछ नैतिक जवाबदेही बनती है। उस आस्था को अगर आधुनिकता के साथ जोड़ करके श्रद्धालुओं की सुविधा को और अच्छा क्या करने में हम योगदान दे सकते हैं, इसी को कहते हैं कि गद्दी तो विरासत में मिल जाती है लेकिन बुद्धि नहीं मिलती है। बुद्धि के लिए प्रयास करना होता है।
And let me introduce our panel. Joining us today in our studio here, we have with us Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson of the BJP. Joining us also is Abhishek Sudhir, political analyst. Shantanu Gupta, author, is with us. Also with us is Pradeep Bhati, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Syed Jawad is a political analyst. Joining us, Vivek Srivastava is a political analyst as well. Haji Rangrez, spokesperson of the AIMIM, is also with us. Let me start first and foremost with you. Pradeep Bhati, the statement being made by Akhilesh Yadav is an unnecessary provocation, says the BJP, and that's why Yogi Adityanath reacted in this way. What would you say?
No, I don't think it was a provocation, because we have heard from so many months and years that what kind of language Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable CM of Uttar Pradesh is using against the opposition leaders. So this is nothing new, and whatever he has said, maybe probably गद्दी उनको भी विरासत में मिल गई है और शायद बुद्धि के लिए उन्होंने जो ठीक कहा, जो उन्होंने अपने लिए कहा है, तो वो बिल्कुल ठीक बात कह रहे हैं। गद्दी तो उन्हें भी मटकी विरासत में ही मिली और उसके बाद गद्दी यहाँ पे भी मिल गई आपके उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर। बट द कोर इशू ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश इज नॉट अबाउट दिस तू मैम, इट्स कोर इशू इज अबाउट वेयर द उत्तर प्रदेश स्टैंड्स टुडे. What about the agitations happening in Uttar Pradesh, whether it's a farmers doing agitation for not getting the right compensation and had been jailed and put into a singular cell like a terrorist. Secondly, about the teachers, the students also doing agitation.
Okay, I'll come to the agitations. I just want to stick to the topic of
issues which Honorable Chief Minister is trying to hide and run away.
The BJP can answer that. But I just want to ask you, just two questions at least that I have. You know, the politics surrounding Kumbh. Of course, it's a massive event, it's a historical event, so on and so forth. But on 25th of December, Akhilesh Yadav mentioned that नदियों को जोड़ना देश को जोड़ने का काम होता है. Few days later, he criticized the installation of dredger machines in the Ganga River during the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela, calling it नदियों के बहाव से छेड़छाड़ करना पर्यावरण का अपराध है. Why is this shift in stance? Has Kumbh just become the latest point of politicization as far as SP and BJP is concerned?
See, Kumbh is a event of faith for us also. We believe that this event need not to be done it needs to be done in a proper way. There need not to be any mismanagement in the Kumbh Mela. So we keep on guiding the Uttar Pradesh government. At the same time, we are also telling the whatever wrong they are doing, we are also sharing that. So there is nothing wrong being an opposition doing all this.
Fair point. Siddharth, you respond to that. He says that we are not trying to, nitpick or, politicize Kumbh. But yes, as an opposition party, if there is mismanagement, it's our duty to talk about that, and that's all we are doing. Do you agree with him?
Madhav, I think the comments made by Akhilesh Yadav, the leader of the Samajwadi Party, are nothing more than the nafrat, the hatred towards Sanatan. Why would a chief minister or an ex-chief minister come out and say to an elected, constitutionally held position and say कि जो साधु आए इनको वापस ले जाओ अपने साथ? You want to talk about issues? Talk about issues. You want to talk about job security? You want to talk about infrastructure? Anything. Do a press conference on that. But when you sit in a press conference and say, बहुत साधु संत आ रहे हैं, मैं कहता हूं यहां वालों को भी ले जाओ. Number one, you cannot digest that a Sanatani is sitting on the highest position in the state. You cannot digest that. Number two, you are disrespecting the mandate of the people. Number three, you are just anti-Sanatan that you cannot tolerate the current situation. This is point number one, Madhav. Point number two, who's talking about the mismanagement in Kumbh? The Samajwadi Party. Have you forgotten the 2013 Kumbh? More than 40 people had to lay their lives. People lost their lives. What mismanagement happened? Azam Khan was made the minister, the Prabhari minister. He offered his resignation. The party leadership denied the resignation, then went to his home to cut the birthday cake. All of that fiasco happened. They sent a message कि किसको बनाया है मंत्री. All of that was what? The सनातन को गाली दो, सनातन को अपमानित करो. अब ये ट्रेंड हो चुका है क्या? या इसी को करके आप चुनाव जीतना चाहते हैं? Number three, mismanagement की बात करने वाले should go back because there's a CAG report, Madhav. The CAG report says the Samajwadi Party had not even spent 1% of the budget on CAG or on the Kumbh that was conducted in 2013. They, out of 111 road constructions that had to happen, 65 were not even completed by the end of the Kumbh. The infrastructure projects that had to be done, 26 crore infrastructure projects worth of that were not even started when the Kumbh happened. And that is why we saw so many people losing their lives.
Okay,
so
number of points.
Samajwadi Party should not talk about that.
You have no moral authority because you mismanaged the last Kumbh. Respond to him.
See, if we have mismanaged the last Kumbh, there is a report also available. We were in discuss. He was talking about the CAG report. Let me put this report. It's there with me. 2013's report. It was a performance audit. There was no financial audit. And my dear friend also understands the difference between the two. This report doesn't say that there was mismanagement of fund, but there was a...
It's widely reported, Pradeep.
No, it was not.
Widely reported. I'm reading out. Allow me to read out, sir. Allow me to read out. And I'm reading out a news report. He says that, the administrators have come under sharp criticism by the Controller and Auditor General of India for large-scale anomalies, mismanagement, absolute lack of coordination between different departments. It includes financial irregularities. Allow me to complete.
I'll tell you
government's failure to provide basic facilities to millions of devotees. It's well documented.
No, it's not well documented. It's documented in CAG report. You are reading from India Today report. So I have read both the reports. So please go through this report. There is no financial audit. It's a performance audit. There is no financial audit. So they will not talk about.
These reports are all wrong.
This report, CAG report, there is no financial mismanagement. This is a performance report. Performance audit does not talk about the financial audit report.
What was
There's
your
a difference.
performance?
I'll tell you difference. I'll tell you difference.
Not offered yet the resignation.
No. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the reason why he has offered that resignation.
No, he offered resignation because more than 40 people lost their lives.
I'll tell you what is the reason. There is a
you offered resignation because of that.
There is a CAG report on Kumbh 2019 report in the Yogi government.
Diversion
of funds, misappropriation of... Please don't...
नहीं, आप 2013 का report कैसे दो पेज दिखाया और बोला nowhere it is written, nowhere it is written. Doesn't work like that.
Page number 76. Page number 70.
Sure. 70% of the funds were spent. आप पढ़ाओ report बताओ.
I'll read it.
हाँ, read it. बोलो.
The reply is not acceptable. KMA did not provide all provision of funds and expenditure incurred on KM for all sources. Further, it is a reply that state government did not provide the details of provisions and expenditure incurred on Kumbh Mela for all sources, despite of subsequent request May 2020.
They
want to disrupt.
Have you heard what he said? Have you heard what he said?
Let me complete.
Samajwadi Party spokesperson is himself reading that the state government did not provide the data of how much was spent or how much was not.
This was the last conclusion I have read. Before that I'll read. Before that I read. Page number 72, point number 3.321. Diversion of funds 65.7 crore. He can go and read this report.
Okay.
Diversion of fund.
Okay.
Second, improper specifications, orders, procurements. That is 3.331 report. Third point, mismanagement. Gross mismanagement.
So there is no problem. You can hold them to account.
And the third thing, he talk about the mishappening.
The 2013 report.
On the
He's showing some report, CAG report.
People died. Did not died on the Kumbh Mela.
So why did Azam Khan offer to resign?
On the platform. And for that,
why did Azam Khan offer to resign, sir?
Who?
Why did Azam Khan offer to resign?
Azam Khan, sir, resigned because the reason was that there was lot many people died on the railway platform. That was not.
How you
that was not. That was a moral that
Just
was
5
a
seconds.
moral resignation on the as a
moral resignation is only
a lot of
moral
people
resignation
died.
happens
Just
when
5
there's a-
seconds.
Not
Just
the
5
state
seconds.
government. Hang on. Just 1 second. 1
5
second. Just-
Mr.
divers
Bhatti, it's
were
okay.
appointed.
Mr. Bhatti, you made a lot of points. Now let others come in. Let others come in. 1 second. 1 second.
In 20
You made a lot of points. 1 second. The others have not even spoken, Mr. Bhatti. Mr. Bhatti, others have not even spoken. Now calm down. No, calm down now. Chandragupta. I want to bring in Chandragupta
I'm just saying,
and yeah,
5
okay.
seconds,
Quick
5
response and then bring Chandragupta.
5 divers were appointed for 14 crore devotees who had to take bath in Kumbh in 2013. 5 divers. Say if I'm wrong.
No,
आप कह दो अगर मैं गलत बोल रहा हूं तो।
Tell me the
ये
page
था
number
कुंभ
in
का
the
arrangement।
CAG report.
5
No, I'll read it right away.
14 करोड़ लोगों को डुबकी लगानी है। 5 divers were appointed। ये था समाजवादी पार्टी का कुंभ। Just because they wanted कि सनातनियों का त्योहार खराब हो जाए। कमाल बात है।
I have shown you with the clause number.
Okay.
So
Vivek
don't
Srivastava,
divert here.
why is there this need to, politicize such important events which are items of faith, articles of faith?
Yes.
No, that's the question that the BJP is asking. Is there this unnecessary politicking that's going on? It's one thing to hold the government to account,
Yes.
but what appears to be happening in the case of Kumbh is unnecessary politicking and targeting of faith is what BJP is saying.
No, I think BJP should look into its own, the face first. कि what it has been doing. इनका तो सारा election campaign is based on religion, right from Ram Mandir. They don't have the moral right to say this. Look at the Chief Minister. My friend from BJP talked about Sanatan. Honorable Shankaracharya of Jyotish Peeth has said, and it was an interaction with me, and in an interaction he clearly said that, and it was your channel that I'm quoting. He clearly said that the day a gentleman decides to enter politics and become the chief minister, he ceases to remain a sannyasi. So now, according to Honorable Shankaracharya, ये सन्यासी भी नहीं है, ये मात्र एक राजनेता रह गए हैं. I am quoting the Honorable Shankaracharya. You may, इसमें ऐसे हाथ करने की क्या बात है? बोल दो शंकराचार्य गलत है.
सन्यासी भी नहीं है.
नहीं तो बोल दो शंकराचार्य गलत है. I am quoting Times Now of Bharat. I am quoting this channel. I am quoting the Shankaracharya. He said,
Vivek Srivastava,
आगे बढ़े. Coming to the point. Now nobody is politicizing. Basically, the BJP is trying to show we are the biggest champions of the Hindus and the Hindutva. Look, हमारा organization और हमारा management सबसे अच्छा है.
Okay.
And that's not done. That's not done.
Okay. Abhishek Sudhir.
Look, I just want to make a quick point. In this country, when it comes to our public discourse, it's okay to say anything about Hindus and Sanatan Dharma because Sartan se juda is not the response from the Hindus. If you look at the statements Akhilesh Yadav makes, does he make these statements about the Hajj pilgrimage? Does he make these statements about Mecca, Medina? Does he make these statements about his Muslim vote bank? No, he doesn't. He says, oh, maybe there's a shivling under the chief minister's residence. Maybe you should go look. Why does he make these flippant statements? If the Samajwadi Party spokesperson wants to discuss issues that they think matter, then why make these flippant statements? Akhilesh Yadav has a track record of making these statements, and that's what Yogi Adityanath says कि बुद्धि नहीं मिलती है. गद्दी क्यों मिली है? Because his father did the hard work. Yogi Adityanath has been in politics for 25 years. He became a member of parliament in the late 90s. Sannyasi नहीं है. Again,
Lok Sabha seats in Uttar Pradesh came because of his father.
Okay, just hang on.
Let others also talk. Yeah.
Just hang on. Just interrupting. One sec. The point is simply this. He is not a sannyasi. Why attack the chief minister's religion? It's not required. You want to attack his track record, you want to attack his governance record, by all means go ahead. That is your right. We will come to Sambhal and you'll see what is happening in Sambhal. They will raise the issue of Sambhal and then they will say don't bring religion into politics. You don't want to talk about the 184 Hindus that were killed in Sambhal in 1978. There's been a report from Jawaharlal Nehru written in 1924, 100 years ago. He says Muslims are the top dogs in Sambhal. Hindus are victimized. So we can come to that. My quick point is this. This whole point about, the Kumbh Mela is being conducted on Waqf land.
Okay.
The Uttar Pradesh Sunni Central Waqf Board has said that this is a gimmick, that these statements do not promote communal harmony. Has Samajwadi Party come out and condemned this statement? Is the Samajwadi Party today ready to condemn this statement that the Kumbh Mela is being conducted on Waqf land? They should answer this question.
All right, and I'm going to read out, since you've referred to the CAG report, in fact, just reading out specifically, planning, executing and managing an event of humongous proportion like Kumbh Mela throws up Herculean challenges. Although organization had positive stories as pointed out in the report, audit observed weaknesses in organizing the event. I think it's well documented in CAG. Let's not even debate that now. One second. No, there are many more details. The weaknesses are very well documented. Let's move on to the next point that we're debating, and this is of course a statement that has been made by Chandrashekhar Azad. I believe he's also come out. All right, let's toss across and listen to what Chandrashekhar Azad has said a little while earlier.
सरकार से कोई और सवाल आप पूछोगे रोजगार को लेके, बुनियादी सुविधाओं को लेके, लोगों के मकान के लेके, रोटी कपड़ा के लेके सरकार पर जवाब नहीं. सरकार कहती है एक दिन में कुछ नहीं होता, लेकिन हमने देखा कि 6 महीने में रेत पे एक बहुत बड़ा शहर बनते हम लोगों ने देखा। जब सरकार करने पे आती सब कुछ हो जाता है। किसी को पाप धोने हैं, किसी ने पाप किया वो चला जाए।
हाजी अंग्रेज आप कैसे देखेंगे, किसी को पाप धोने तो कुंभ चला जाए, क्या अप्रोप्रिएट स्टेटमेंट है ये?
जिस तरीके की पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां जो है बयानबाजी कर रही हैं, जिस तरीके से कुंभ का जो इवेंट हो रहा है उसको बीजेपी ने अपने रंग में रंग दिया है और उसको अपना इवेंट बताने लगे। लगातार अगर किसी और पहले भी इवेंट हुए हैं, इस तरीके के कुंभ हुए हैं, किसी ने कोई किसी तरीके का कोई कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं करी, मगर इस तरीके के जो
बयानबाजी ठीक है,
स्टेटमेंट
जिस तरीके से मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, योगी आदित्यनाथ जी लगातार मुसलमानों से नफरत की बात करते हैं, लगातार उनकी अब वक्फ की संपत्तियों पर
जाने वाले जितने करोड़ लोग हैं सबको पापी बुलाएंगे।
पूछना चाहता हूं, वक्फ की प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो हमारी पर्सनल जो है प्रॉपर्टी है, कोई वो किसी की दी हुई नहीं है,
पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी है,
बिल्कुल पर्सनल। जो एक बार कोई वक्फ कर देता है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा वक्फ टू वक्फ हो गया, जो हो गया वो मैं कहा जब तक दुनिया रहेगी वक्फ ही रहेगा। तो इस तरीके से ये लगातार
तो जहां पे कुंभ हो रहा है सारा वक्फ जमीन है, आप मानते हैं?
जो
वक्फ जमीन है, कुंभ जहां हो रहा है आप मानते हैं?
देखिए मैं उस पर नहीं कहना चाह रहा,
वही तो बात,
जिसके पास जो उनका दावा कर रहा है और कह रहा है कि जहां पर कुंभ हो रहा है जो वो वक्फ की संपत्ति है तो उसके वो डॉक्यूमेंट दिखा देने चाहिए उन्हें। तो इस तरीके बयानबाजी से हम
Before Islam existed, the Kumbh Mela has been taking place. What are you talking about? आपकी जमीन है।
और जो चेयरमैन होते हैं वो वहां के जो राज्य की सरकारें होती हैं उनके लोग होते हैं, तो उन लोगों से पूछा जाना चाहिए, उनको बाहर आकर अपना बयान देना चाहिए।
I'm going to come to the Waqf aspect in just a minute, but how do you respond, Chandragupta, what's being stated here by Chandrashekhar Azad? Is that appropriate or is it just unnecessary politicization?
I think in last 10 years there is a competition that who is the biggest Hindu basher, right? And the title may go to Udhayanidhi Stalin for 6 months, Akhilesh Yadav, Rahul Gandhi, Chandrashekhar Azad. So that will keep going on because they have to cater to a particular vote bank. And the sad part is they don't want to cater to their vote bank, the minority vote bank, through development. They want to cater to by teasing Hindus, and that's why, as Siddharth said, why will you make after Akhilesh Yadav when he was the chief minister, he has 200 plus MLAs, he had almost 60 ministers, he only got Azam Khan to make the Prabhari of Kumbh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Only Azam Khan, who is not even.
You can't have a Muslim minister.
No, you
Muslim ministers are not good ministers.
Not the Prabhari for
Muslim
Kumbh is a Sanatani event. Someone who doesn't understand, someone who does not understand what is the Shaiva Akhada, what is the Shaiva Akhada, what is the Vaishnava Akhada, what is the Vaishnava Akhada.
No.
Are you accepting that जो कह रहे हैं कि हिंदू का एक्सेप्ट coming to the Waqf? Isn't that what MIM is objecting to? आप एग्री करते हैं विवेक श्रीवास्तव?
जो वक्फ बोर्ड है उसमें जो केंद्र के सरकार के जो लोग होते हैं, जो अधिकारी होते हैं और मिनिस्टर होते हैं, वो हिंदू भी होते हैं और मुसलमान भी होते हैं। और अपॉइंटीज की बात कर रहे हैं, चेयरमैन जो होता है ना, आपको इनको पता नहीं है दरअसल। बात ये कि इनको बीच में
I'll just speak for 10 seconds.
माधव, पहले आप one by one. Viवेक,
a Christian was made head of TTD. No, hold on please. Why is it only the Hindu please? एक तो let us not spread communal disharmony here. Please. Waqf board was made. सुनिए पहले सर, आप सुनिए. In a Waqf tribunal, you have sitting judges of that state high court in tribunals to judge. They could be Hindu, they could be anybody. ये कहना कि वक्फ बोर्ड का मतलब सिर्फ मुसलमान है,
the whole point of the Waqf Amendment Act, which the MIM was objecting to, is the fact that there are non-Muslims who are part of the board, and that's exactly the point being made here. Abhishek, respond to it.
My point is this: they don't have a problem if Hindus are not allowed into the city of Mecca, but then the same Maulvi says,
not in my country.
No,
my country is India.
My point.
You talk of India.
See, don't interrupt me.
No, I will interrupt you.
No, Mr. Srivastava, this is not correct, Vivek Srivastava. Let me make
We had a Christian who was head of the TTD. We saw the adulteration of the Tirupati laddus. We now had a Muslim who was head of the
again. Sorry,
we had the Kumbh Mela.
This is not right.
This is not a counter-rape.
This is not right. This is not how
in the Communist Party.
You can respond to him. I can give you a chance, and him also.
You can respond. Let me make my point.
How is this contempt of court?
Contempt of court है क्योंकि कोर्ट ने बोला है जब तिरुपति का मसला कोर्ट में गया था.
First of all, you have no authority to decide what is contempt of court.
Vivek Srivastava, no. Don't jump around with everyone speaking. Please, we cannot have a debate like this.
My point is this. It's about double standards. A member of Akhilesh Yadav's party, a senior member, Swami Prasad Maurya, tore the Ramcharitmanas. Does a leader of Akhilesh Yadav's party have the courage to tear the Quran? They will tear the Manusmriti. But Hindus put up with these insults.
Let's calm down. We have to respect all religions. Let's come across to the next point.
They don't. That's the problem.
And this is as far as the issue of Waqf property there as far as Kumbh is concerned. Let's quickly bring up those graphics, in fact, on the screen. This is what, of course, Chandrashekhar has stated a short while earlier. This is the argument coming in from the Waqf board as far as the Kumbh Mela venue is concerned. This is Shahabuddin Razvi, the All India Muslim Jamaat chief, who says the Kumbh arrangements have been made on a Waqf property. This is a very, very sensational claim he has made, which has sparked off a massive controversy there. The Kumbh is being held on 55 bighas of Waqf land, is the claim that is being made. Narrow-minded, not allowing Muslims entry into that area is what Shahabuddin Rizvi says, and Muslims showed generosity in allowing the Maha Kumbh. Siddharth Yadav, your response to this?
I think, Madhav, all of these statements coming in, and we have seen these statements on various occasions whenever any Sanatani event has to happen. I think these are not only funny now, because all such people who do this with a very strong agenda. Now, Vivek ji will sit here and say, communal harmony manaiye. कैसे बनेगी communal harmony? 2013 के कुंभ में लोग मर गए हैं, कुछ मत बोलिए, communal harmony. 2013 के कुंभ में मिसमैनेजमेंट हुआ, डोंट अटर अ वर्ड, कम्युनल हार्मनी. 2013 के कुंभ के अंदर आजम खान को मंत्री बनाया गया था. One second. There are people who have died. I've been waiting. Let's go one by one. Yeah, I agree. Now there's a person who has not even spoken yet on the panel. Now our friend Haji ji from AIMIM is saying, जो भी वक्फ की प्रॉपर्टी है वो हमारी प्रॉपर्टी है, पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी है. संभल के अंदर जहां पे पुलिस स्टेशन बन रहा है, जिनकी वो प्रॉपर्टी है, उन्होंने आके कह दिया कि ये वक्त की नहीं है. हाजिर अंग्रेज कह रहे हैं कि हमारी प्रॉपर्टी है. जिनके पास कागज है वो कह रहे हैं दिस इज नॉट आवर प्रॉपर्टी, बट हाजिर अंग्रेज, हिज पार्टी, हिज लीडर, they think it's our property. I'm coming to Sambhal Riots also in just a minute. The mindset, the problem is the agenda behind this. One by one. I want to bring Maha Kumbh एक वक्त की प्रॉपर्टी. I want to bring it. One second. आपकी सरकार प्रॉपर्टी हो रहा है, कागज है, और कब से हो रहा है Maha Kumbh? कैसे हो सकता है? मानो कैसे हो सकता है? इसकी आप यकीन नहीं मानते. One second. If everybody shouts, किसी को कुछ सुनाई नहीं देगा अगर सारे एक साथ बोलेंगे. My request is calm down and speak one by one. Let me bring in Syed Jawad. He has not yet spoken on this. Syed Jawad, the big question is why, as far as something like Kumbh, which has been happening for centuries altogether, why come out and even make such a controversial statement regarding that? क्या ये उचित है?
Thank you so much for giving me such an opportunity. देखिए मिस्टर, आई डोंट नो हिम, क्या नाम है उनका पूरा, वो शाहबुद्दीन रिजवी, नॉट द रिस्पॉन्सिबल पर्सन ऑफ ऑल द मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी. एंड नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वक्फ एक्ट एंड वक्फ बोर्ड. व्हाई द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज अटैकिंग ऑन वक्फ? उसके पीछे बहुत बड़ा रीजन ये है कि ये सरकार हमारे दो की सरकार है. अपने दो चंद उद्योगपति मित्रों को फायदा पहुंचाने के लिए, मैं बता रहा हूँ वक्फ बोर्ड के ऊपर, मैं आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द वक्फ बोर्ड. ठीक है, हमारे दो की सरकार क्यों करती है वक्फ बोर्ड पे अटैक? जो वक्फ बोर्ड की लैंड है, प्रीमियम लैंड जो है, उस पे वक्फ बोर्ड की प्रीमियम लैंड के ऊपर प्लीज अलाउ मी टू स्पीक फॉर एटलीस्ट 10 सेकंड. क्या हुआ है मैं प्रॉब्लम बताता हूं. जो अयोध्या के अंदर जिस तरीके से डिफेंस की जमीन का नेचर और कैरेक्टर चेंज करके इन्होंने अपने चंद उद्योगपति मित्रों को दिया है, उसी तरीके से वक्फ बोर्ड के अंदर जो है ये करके आकर के अपने चंद उद्योगपति मित्रों को देना चाहती है. और कॉर्पोरेट की नजर मैं बताता हूं उसको, दिल्ली के अंदर डिफेंस की लैंड को अयोध्या के अंदर बेचा है. और अयोध्या के अंदर आप पढ़िए जा करके, अयोध्या के अंदर आर्मी की डिफेंस, आपको नहीं पता, आपको नहीं पता डिफेंस की, मैं चैलेंज कर रहा हूं, डिफेंस की जो लैंड है उसका नेचर कैरेक्टर चेंज करके इन्होंने बेचा है उद्योगपति मित्रों को. उद्योगपति का, इनके एक बड़े उद्योगपति का जो घर बना हुआ है वो भी वक्फ बोर्ड की जमीन पे है और वो कोर्ट के अंदर चैलेंज है. That's the only reason. Government is forcing the negligence. That's the only reason.
Madhav, I think there is some issue with the satellite connection of Syed Jawad. इनका कोई और चैनल कनेक्ट हो रहा है कहीं और से.
अरे कहां से हो रहा है? You have to answer my question.
Which land, what land, उसका खस्ता नंबर बताओ.
मैं आपको बता दे रहा हूं.
अभी बताओ.
आर्मी की डिफेंस लैंड जो अयोध्या के अंदर
बताओ।
जिसके ऊपर ट्रेनिंग होती थी, उस जमीन का नेचर कैरेक्टर इन्होंने मित्रों को दिया आपने। आपको नहीं पता है? भोले बंदे बहुत बड़े ज्ञानी बने हो।
बताइए सर, आप आर्ग्यू कर रहे हैं आपको सर। Listen to me. In a debate, when you come, please come prepared with the facts. When the anchor is asking you to support, one second.
जनसत्ता ने रिपोर्ट करा, दैनिक भास्कर ने रिपोर्ट करा, मेरे पास डॉक्यूमेंट है पूरे। मैं बता दूंगा आपको, चैनल के नाम भी बता दूंगा आपको। बाकायदा
आप न्यूज रिपोर्ट की
लेकर के
न्यूज रिपोर्ट्स आर फाइन सर, न्यूज रिपोर्ट्स आर फाइन सर, लेकिन आप इतना बड़ा एलिगेशन लगा रहे हैं
उद्योगपति के घर के ऊपर चैलेंज है।
तो आप कोर्ट केसेस कोट करिए सर, कौन सी एफिडेविट में क्या बोला गया कोट करिए, एंड देन डोंट कम आउट टू आस्क पीपल कि आपको नहीं पता। दैट इज नॉट द वे टू डिबेट सर, दैट इज नॉट द वे टू डिबेट। बट सिंस यू हैव आस्क्ड अ क्वेश्चन, आई वांट दिस साइड टू रिस्पोंड वेरी क्विकली।
इसीलिए आई आस्क्ड हिम कपल ऑफ टाइम्स कि अगर आपके पास है तो आप बताइए, आपको नहीं पता, लास्ट बात बोलता हूं। महाकुंभ कब से हो रहा है?
1 सेकंड।
महाकुंभ कब से हो रहा है?
1 सेकंड।
और इस्लाम कब से? वक्फ की
1 सेकंड हाजिर अंग्रेज।
महाकुंभ कब से हो रहा है और वक्फ की प्रॉपर्टी कब से? कैसे नहीं आप लोग में से कोई भी एक बोल पा रहा? सनातनियों के सबसे बड़े त्योहार को लेकर के कोई देश के अंदर बोल रहा है कि वक्फ की जमीन पर है, और आप तीनों चुप है और यहाँ पे दिखा रहे कोई और मीडिया रिपोर्ट कुछ और।
1 सेकंड। द क्वेश्चन ही इज आस्किंग,
रिपोर्ट ऑफ दैनिक भास्कर, उसमें बाकायदा क्लियरली लिखा हुआ है कि कितने लैंड जो है कितनी ली गई है, और वक्फ बोर्ड की जो लैंड है जिसमें बड़े उद्योगपति का कर्ज है। मैं आपको बोलता हूं,
आप एक काम करिए, सही जवाब दिया, 5 मिनट लेके पढ़ लीजिए सारे रिपोर्ट्स, आपके पास आएंगे। बट आई वांट Vivek Srivastava and Haji Rangesh to comment on this. Vivek Srivastava, the Maha Kumbh has been referenced in Puranic texts, including the Narada, Padma, Shiva, Varaha and Brahma Puranas. Chinese Buddhist monk and scholar Yuan Sang has referenced it in his writing during his visit during Emperor Harshvardhan's reign between 627 and 643 CE, documenting a grand fair held every 5 years at Prayaga, in which King Harshvardhana himself has participated. Considering that there is an extensive record of the Kumbh being conducted, why get into this kind of an argument at all?
Actually, we don't need such an argument. You are absolutely correct, and you are factually absolutely correct in whatever you have said till now. But my question is very different. Sir, सुन लीजिए ना एक मिनट.
Condemn them.
अरे सुन तो लीजिए sir.
Politicization is wrong. This is Vivek Srivastava. You should condemn. You condemn the BJP, have every right to. Why don't you condemn them when they are wrong?
Why I am not condemning is because a free citizen of this country has a right to ask questions.
No, sir, responsibility. Sir, responsibility.
Only 10 seconds.
Responsibility of communal harmony exists on all citizens, yes or no?
No.
It doesn't exist on all. It's not a responsibility.
It does exist, but all I'm saying is,
so you can say what you feel.
1,000 years ago, what was the attendance of Kumbh? 500 years ago, how many people took part in Kumbh? 1947, how many people? Because when an event takes place, you use resources. You use land, you use water, you use healthcare. You use everything.
So lightly.
So the status of the land,
so the problem is, I'll tell you what the problem is. One second.
Yes.
I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is today, there is a certain religious practice happening. It's not happening today, as I've just read out, it's happening for several centuries.
Yes.
Perhaps thousands of years, several millennia.
I agree.
But the point being made over here is, if one particular person of a different faith comes out and says, no, this is our land.
Yes.
That becomes entirely problematic. What happens if that happens when it comes to other faiths, and then there are Hindus or Christians who say that there is a land or there is a claim over it?
It is not a question of faith.
It is
a question of land records.
It is a matter of faith.
Do I have a right to go to Allahabad and go to the land records?
You just said this person is wrong. Now you say he's right.
I'm talking about myself.
You can be fine, but you have
a right. No, एक मिनट सर, क्या मेरे को अधिकार है कि मैं जाऊं इलाहाबाद में और पता करूं कि जो ये कुंभ हो रहा है जिसके मैं भी समर्थन
हूं? Sir, if you have the land record, that's another matter.
क्या बात है?
पूछ ही नहीं सकता.
Okay, Abhishek, coming to each of you, one by one. Abhishek.
Yeah, Madhav, look at the fear psychosis. All of them know the statement is wrong, but none of them have the courage to condemn it. Exactly. It's as simple as that. Why? Because vote nahi milegi. And they insult the Muslims of this country. The UP Central Supreme
It's a land issue.
Listen,
it's not about Muslims.
Coming to each of you, one by one.
आप कह रहे हैं कि जहां धर्म होगा, जहां जागरण होगा, वहां पे land का status matter ही नहीं करता.
Vivek, please.
The communist mindset. See, the thing is,
सर कल आप कहीं सर मेरे को बात बताइए.
श्रीवास्तव
सर बस सवाल है.
Madhav, Sambhal is a more important issue, but on this issue, the chairman of the UP Central Sunni Waqf Board, a Muslim, has said statements like this are gimmicks. They are designed to stoke communal disharmony. Does the Samajwadi Party condemn this statement?
Okay, Pradeep Bhatti, do you condemn such statements? Are they appropriate? Are they not provocative?
Please give me ample time to reply to all of this. First thing about the strong statement being made against Honorable Akhilesh Yadav ji, that targeting their opposition leader, our opposition leader, that is Yogi ji, it's not insult to the Hindus. So that's not the right way to present it.
Ramcharitmanas, is that an insult to Hindus?
Please, can you please
no answer that question? It's a legitimate question.
Can you shut? No, I'm not going to answer as you want me.
Oh, you want?
Okay, second thing about
you duck.
They're saying it's not an insult to otherwise I'm saying that he's not a sannyasi. It's an insult is their point.
Not an insult.
Second thing about 2013 railway that Kumbh stampede happened.
We're back to
CAG report. No, you because you're not allowing me to put the facts right. This is CAG report, India TV report. What it says, CAG report blame Indian Railway for 2013 comes in 2014 when
you were in power. You were supporting UPA.
2014.
I don't want to get back to
that doesn't mean that we cannot blame our
Mr. Bhatti. Okay, one second, Mr. Bhatti. I'll read it out. Okay, since you wanted me to read out more points from CAG report, planning for the Mela was not based on scientific parameters. Particularly missing was synergy of purpose and coordination among multiple executors and managers belonging to different departments, agencies, as no detailed project report for the Mela was prepared. Authorities were not very sensitive to error signals. Financial management was not planned well. Demands made from Government of India were not realistic. The state of Uttar Pradesh ended up spending only 1% of entire expenditure of Maha Kumbh Mela. Funding pattern was labyrinthine with no nodal authority to keep proper track. 1% of the entire expenditure of the Kumbh Mela.
What is the expenditure?
It is there. It is
written.
What
is the expenditure?
The budgeted expenditure.
What is the expenditure?
Whatever it may be.
No,
this is a part of the CAG. This is part of CAG report. You wanted me to read out from CAG report, sir. This is the CAG report. Extent procedures for procurement and execution of works were not always followed. Works were commenced without obtaining. This is the CAG report, sir. No, please. No, please. Don't go blaming the media. You want me to read from CAG? I'm reading from CAG report. This is laughable. You are laughing, sir. This is not a laughing matter. It's in black and white. It is in black and white. It is in black and white. You want me to read out from CAG? This is what is written in the CAG report. And there is more. I can read out a lot more. Traffic plan was not comprehensive and arrangements for dissemination of important information to the public were lacking, which led to unregulated movement. No, Mr. Bhatti, no, let's not go down that road.
1100 was spent on that, 1300 was
you can pull them up for their performance.
And second thing,
if you pull them up for their performance, then these CAG reports are also black and white, sir.
Every time.
This is CAG report. This is the CAG report which you are talking about. There's nothing against UP government of Akhilesh Yadav. It is very much damaging. Please admit that it is damaging also.
Nothing else. I have shown you 2019 report also. And every time when CAG put these kind of report, there is always a chance of improvement in every government, whether it's 2019 Kumbh Mela or 2013. So admit that also. Don't say only the SP government has done. So misappropriation fund was not performance audit. It was financial audit. There is a difference between financial and performance audit. You have to understand that. And you cannot paint everybody with the same brush. That is your fault. No, I'm not yet done.
Do you have the 2013 CAG report?
Hang on. I didn't interrupt you. Did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you?
Do you have the CAG report?
I have a report.
2013.
Do you interrupt me?
2013.
Yeah,
tell me the total number of pages. Tell me.
No, 70.
Tell me.
So
if you have the report,
now. 119 total.
119.
17. No, this is right.
Wrong, sir.
What is the total? Give me the report.
I have this report.
What is the page number? Okay, page number you count. Let me. No. I have the report. What I require.
Okay.
1978 Sambhal Riots files that are to be reopened. This is what has been stated in terms of the intention as far as the UP government is concerned. The question that is being asked by the BJP is who's scared of the riot truth. This is what UP officials are supposed to do. They're going to scrutinize the older reports. There is a report sought by the UP Home Department, and they are going to then decide as to whether there needs to be more details that have to be made available by the local officials there in Sambhal, and then decide on how to proceed with the reopening of these files. There's a 7-day deadline that has been given to submit the data that is available as far as the 1978 riots is concerned. All right, and this is as far as the 1978 massacre in Sambhal Sambhal is concerned. There were a series of communal disturbances in Sambhal. This is what has been stated by SD Patil, then MOS Home, in his reply to the Raj Sabha. The minority community members objected to titles as far as this matter is concerned, and holy titles confirmed by the college union on Muslim girls were in fact then disputed, which led to violent clashes and widespread looting that took place in Sambhal as far as 1978 is concerned. Cops fired at 4 places to control the situation. Curfew was imposed. 17 people lost their lives. 33 people were injured in those violence and that took place at that point of time. Of course, now the contention is that many more people lost their lives. But the question over this is this. Abhishek, Sudhir, it's well documented that in the reply in 1982 to the parliament, over 1,800 people were in fact questioned. They were made part of the entire procedure. There were multiple cases, and there were 2 cases in which there were convictions.
Yes.
So is it wrong to say then that, there were wheels of justice did not turn? Why are we reopening a case that has once been tried? Because otherwise there's no end to justice.
The wheels of justice certainly did not turn. If you go by a statement made by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, he estimates that 184 Hindus were killed. If you go to that ground center, again, look at... Sir,
how many Muslim has been killed?
In 19,
one second, sir. One second.
In 19, we are talking about.
That will be found out.
We will talk about. We are talking about the 1978 Sambhal riots. Jawaharlal Nehru in 1924 wrote a letter to Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi had deputed Nehru to Sambhal. The ancient. Again, please don't interrupt. You, when you get your time, you speak. When you get your time, when you get your time, you speak. So Nehru wrote the facts. There's an ancient. Please listen. Listen to the facts. Listen again. You can counter it. Madhav, you have to anchor the debate. This is ridiculous.
We cannot be a debate like this. One by one.
1978, you had riots in Sambhal. The ancient name of Sambhal is Sambhaleshwar. Like you said, it's been named in the Purans. There has been communal disharmony in Sambhal for several centuries. Now, Jawaharlal Nehru wrote in 1924, Muslims here have always been top dogs. And he said that in 1924, much like in 1978, not a single Mohammedan had a scratch on his face. In 1978, Hindus, there was a pogrom. Around the Shahi so-called Jama Masjid, if it is a masjid at all, the shops around it. Basically, Hindu shops.
1 second, sir. Again, ऐसे नहीं होता debate, please. One by one. One by one. You can reply on your own turn.
Heckling.
Okay. But Mr. I want to quickly. Yeah.
I'm just giving the facts.
Quickly conclude.
There was a
20 seconds of coming to you. Sir, I can only go one by one. Everybody cannot speak at the same time. Please learn how to debate.
The Hindus were essentially driven out of that area around the Shahi Jama Masjid in 1978. Now there have been excavations carried out over there. You have found idols. A survey has been carried out. Under Section 18, please listen, the Shahi Jama Masjid is a protected monument under the Archaeological Sites and Remains Act. Under Section 18, the public has a right to access it.
If justice not been given to even to a single person, I don't mind if it is been given today. But the matter of fact is that in 1978,
Let him make his point. Yes, make a point, Mr. Bhatti.
See, 1978, whose government was there? In 1978, it was BGS government, Bharatiya Janasangh with Janata Dal. And who was there in the government?
It was a Janata Party
government. Bharatiya Janasangh was also there.
1 second.
Kalyan Singh was the cabinet. Mr. Kalyan Singh was the cabinet minister at that time.
Who was the chief minister?
Mr. Kalyan Singh. Ram Naresh Yadav ji.
And he joined Congress later. No, you can't rattle any facts and I'll not listen. I'll not allow him to rattle any facts.
We cannot have a debate like this.
No, who are you to stop me?
Make your point. Conclude your point. Please conclude your point. 30 seconds.
Mr. Kalyan Singh was the cabinet minister. Ram Prakash Gupta ji. Both became chief minister after that. Both were the cabinet minister. Who was there in the center? Advani ji, cabinet minister. Atal ji, cabinet minister, 1978, and they didn't find anything, happened, these kind of thing, and these people, competent people, these competent people, ask Advani ji, Yogi ji, why should Advani ji, Ram Prakash Gupta,
Okay, one second. Shantanu wants to respond to you. Shantanu wants to respond to you now. Shantanu, the point being made by him is that if it was a Janata Party government, as you rightly stated, and you corrected him, but the point is that one second, sir. Let me, don't interrupt me at least. The point being made over here is that it is a fact that Janasan then announced its merger to the Janata Party. It's well recorded, and therefore the point being made by opposition is that BJP cannot run away. This is what Pramod Tiwari of Congress and several other leaders have said. So do they have a factual point? Why was there, if there was no proper inquiry, that the then state government, which is responsible for law and order, is also responsible for this.
And Kalyan Singh was there.
Let him respond.
Ram Prakash Gupta is also there.
Let him respond.
So let me answer in multiple levels. See, it was a Janata Party government. So let's stop this Samajwadi Party canteen history here.
No,
and Ram Naresh, and the then Chief Minister,
no, don't give that WhatsApp Gyan.
The then Chief Minister, I think
ask him to mind
the then Chief Minister, he was giving Gyan 5 seconds on intrusion, right? So the then Chief Minister, Ram Naresh Yadav, I think that was his name, he joined Congress later. The second Chief Minister during that time was, I think, Mr. Banarsi Das, whose son was a minister in Manmohan Singh government. So I think let's not go there. And as he rightly said, who
were they not in the cabinet?
Who created the rights?
What? No. What?
Our real investigation ho raha hai to
that Kalyan Singh was there in the government.
Mr. Why are we doing this debate?
Only Shantanu.
Why are we doing this Mukhtar Ansari type debate? Shantanu. In another channel, Sunil Sajan of their party said to the anchor कि हमारी सरकार आएगी आपको channels से उठवा लूँगा. So this is their character, right? They will keep shouting. You will say some facts. They will bulldoze you and shouting, right? There are in Indian history there are multiple cases. They are reopened. कौन डरता है रीओपन होने केस से? जिसके मन में चोर है होने दो रीओपन. होने दो रीओपन.
गवर्नमेंट आपकी चला रहे थे.
खराब थी
कौन डर रहा Neither of you can be heard by viewers. Let me inform you that neither of you can be heard. Both of you talk at the same time. Hajir Agres.
माधव जी, जिस तरीके से देश में आजादी के बाद से लेके कितने दंगे हुए, जिसमें मुसलमान मारे गए, 2002 का दंगा भी बहुत बड़ा दंगा, दिल्ली का दंगा बहुत बड़ा दंगा हुआ, जिसमें 47 मुस्लिम लोग मरे और 6 लोग हमारे हिंदू भाई भी मरे, उन पर भी जांच होनी चाहिए. मगर ये गड़े मुर्दे जो उखाड़े जा रहे हैं जिस तरीके से, क्योंकि तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति करनी है, संभल को अयोध्या का दूसरा रूप बना देना है, किस तरीके से वहां पर मंदिर ढूंढे जा रहे हैं. मैं तो कह रहा हूं एक योजना लेकर आनी चाहिए मोदी जी को, योगी जी को, कि भारत खोदो योजना लेकर आ जाए और मंदिर खोदने की योजना लिया है. मंदिर लगातार खोजे जा रहे हैं. तो इस तरीके की बातें इस देश में हो रही है. और देश के प्रधानमंत्री जो संविधान की शपथ लेते हैं, मुख्यमंत्री जो संविधान की शपथ लेते हैं, वो पूरे रात दिन 24 घंटे हिंदू 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 मुसलमान.
How long will you go on digging?
आपकी इतनी
two important points. Number one second. Madhav, I have to make two important points. Number one, Pradeep ji.
Look at that. He's mocking Hinduism. आपने देखा सिद्धार्थ?
मैं बिल्कुल.
See how he mocked Hindus. See how he mocked Hindus.
Let's start.
This is how they mock Hindus. यहाँ रहते
Calm down. Abhishek, calm down.
Saudi Arabia में जाके
Calm down, gentlemen. This is not right. No side effects. तुम्हारा देश नहीं है पाकिस्तान. Calm down, gentlemen. Calm down.
नहीं पाकिस्तान
Abhishek, right. This is not right. No, this is not right. Abhishek, this is not right. Gentlemen, this is not right. Calm down. This is enough. Please calm down. I don't think anybody should be.
मगर हम हिंदू मुसलमान हम भाई हैं देश के साथ चलाना चाहते हैं.
Please go back. Please calm down. I will just say one thing. Nobody needs to make any comment which is communally sensitive or which will upset the other community. I think that responsibility, if we expect other citizens of the country to have, then we all should have that basic responsibility cutting across political lines, and people should be ashamed at what's happening right now here in the studio, because this is really the danger. If you play with such fire, which is communal fire, then there will be repercussions, not just for us here in the studio, but for the people of this country. And on that very, very unfortunate note, I'm going to end the debate right here. Thank you so much.